Hello. Hello, everyone. Is my mic on this time? Oh, I think the camera angle is too wide. Ben, we didn't fix this. Here we go. How's that? Hello, everyone. It's me, Christine, again. Live and in person, in concert. How are you guys doing? Happy Pride Month. Happy Sunday. We're streaming a bit earlier this week, so thank you guys for joining. It's 5 p.m. where I am. It's 2 hours earlier than we did before, so I'm listening to you guys. I'm trying to figure out the best time to stream, but I thought today I could do it a little bit earlier, considering that, you know, it's a school night. Oh, we got some super chats already. Okay, so before I start reading them, this is a charity stream. I've turned on super chats, so that means that here on YouTube, you can say something in a chat and add a dollar amount, and all the revenue that I generate from that, I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to match it, and I'm going to donate it all to a charity organization here in Canada for LGBTQ2 plus communities, and I'll share that with you in a screen share in a second. But the description in the description box. Wow, I'm already getting so many super chats. Sorry, this is a bit overwhelming. This is the first time I'm testing out this feature. This is my third stream. So thank you guys so much for your patience and for your support already at the outset. This is amazing. Okay, I'm just going to read some super chats from Cosmic Keyframe Productions. Says, got my electric hollows in the mail today, and I plan to do my first nail art stream this week with them. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. That's so awesome of you. Carnecita says, hello, Christine from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. There are more than I anticipated. Thank you, Amare Caprix. Thank you, Iggy Bay from the UK. Thank you, D. Heller. Thank you, Nikita Sunshine. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Sergio. Got my Holo box. I'm so excited. Happy Pride. Love you so much. This is awesome. Okay, wow. Everyone wants to donate to charity today. Renee Sand says hello from NYC. I'm very overwhelmed, and like, this is amazing. Trifling Ho Bitch. Love your username. It says, love you. Everything you and Ben do is so amazing. Happy Pride, everyone. Happy Pride. Monty Wee says, hi, Chris. I'm a health stats analyst, and I've loved your content for years. Love you. Oh, thank you so much. Margot says, thank you for the retweet on my Lisa Frank nail art. Aw, you're welcome. Happy Pride Month from Claire Ritchie. Thank you, Claire. Bailey Grimes says, Holo from South Dakota. I might need to hire some help to help me with the super chats. I think we're going to need to summon a band. To be honest, I did not know what to expect. I assumed that, you know, super chatting, I assume super chatting costs money. It does cost money, so I understood, and I just thought that not that many people would do it, but like some would, to get your chat read. But this is amazing. The amount of support already is overwhelming. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to do my best to get through all the super chats. But before I read some more, I'm just going to share my screen here and show you a little bit about the charity that we're going to be donating, the revenue that I generate from the super chats. Sorry, that's the transgender flag. That's not the charity. So this is the Canadian Centre for Gender and Sexual Diversity, and I've chosen them after I asked you guys on Twitter last week which Canadian charity for LGBTQ2 plus support, to some ideas to donate to, and a few of you tagged this organization. So I looked through it and I decided this was good. They do a lot of education and advocacy. They do some training and workshops. So I put a link to their website in the video description box for this video, so you can go check that out. I would have done a fundraiser option, which is a YouTube feature. However, they only offer that right now to link to US charities currently. I don't know if they're going to expand it to Canada, but I really felt like I wanted to donate to a Canadian charity, so this is why we're doing it this way. But yeah, it's amazing to see all your guys' support. So just putting it back to me. Okay, so let's read some more super chats. We are gonna do our nails. We're gonna do our nails. I know you saw nails in the thumbnail. Those are not mine. Those are pictures from the internet. Some people who've already done some Pride-related nails. Links for those are in the description box for their credit. But we're gonna paint nails, but I also want to read chats. And okay. Julia DeJoseph says hello from Colorado. Thank you for your super chat. LJ says, I've been a long time fan. Thank you for everything you do. Oh, thank you, LJ. Britta Lay says, hello from Michigan. My mom and I are big fans. She is doing my nails right now. Thanks, Mom. Hello from, Asarevic Flair says, hello from Chicago and happy Pride from a queer woman to everyone, whether you're out or not. Thank you. Precious Lynette says, hi from the US, happy to help. Thank you so much, Lynette. That's amazing. Denise Lovett says, Ben panicking, trying to keep track of the donations. Holo from the UK. Yes, Ben is probably downstairs panicking. I'm trying to, I would love to read every single one, but at this rate, it looks like I cannot read that fast. If you've been here the last 2 streams, thank you. This is my 3rd stream ever being alive on this channel or any of my channels. And the chat has been hard to read because it goes quite quickly, but I want to do my best to try and read it. And I thought turning on super chats would be one way to, call out some chats. And I thought having a charity as a reason to donate made sense. And I really like that idea. So the one thing is that I did not anticipate was having so many people donate that I can't keep track. Ashley says, happy Pride, everybody. Ben, what do I do?
You don't have to read them all. Sorry if we don't acknowledge every super chat. It's okay. You don't have to read them all.
I'm kind of shook.
I can help you read them if you want.
I think you should.
Okay.
Can you help me read some of them? I want to read as many as possible. I want to thank everyone. And you can say anything in the super chat. I appreciate that a lot of them are just saying happy Pride, and that's awesome. But if you have a question or something you want to ask me, or you have a question you want to ask Ben or Menchie, you're welcome to ask that in the super chat, and we'll do our best to see it. So now we got a test. Can you guys hear Menchie?
Testing.
Can you hear a Menchie?
You have to tell me, Chris. Do you see my mic showing up? Can people hear me?
Chat, can you hear Ben? I don't know how to test.
I have to moderate this too. Have you explained to people what you're doing today?
Yes, we're gonna do our nails. But before we do our nails, the chat says yes, they can hear Ben. He's a little quiet though. Yeah, you're a little quiet.
All right, this is probably better.
Can you hear Menchie though?
Don't rub the mic.
Menchie's gonna rub the mic. Becca says, thank you so much for retweeting all my holo on my bed. How to make your bed. Oh, yeah. Yes. Thank you, Becca. All right. So, just give me a second. Okay. So yes, this is a charity stream, as I mentioned, and we are going to paint our nails. So normally, when I think of Pride, I think of the rainbow flag. And I think that makes sense. But the thing is, I paint my nails rainbows 12 months of the year, all the time.
It's kind of your thing.
So it's not really I felt like that would be too predictable for me to do that today, as much as I love rainbow nails. So I'm going to do something a little bit different than I would normally do. Sorry, Menchie is going to knock over something. Can you not? So people asking for which charity, the information is in the description box. It's the Canadian Centre for Gender and Sexual Diversity. They are a charity here in Canada. Aaron says, I've been watching you since 2015 and you've truly helped me through so many hard times. You're the #1 person I look up to in life. Thank you, Aaron. That's so sweet of you. Solentra says, hello, Christine, Ban, Menchie, and Zyler. Thank you all for being an incredible influence and hilarious. Aw, thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Shout out to everyone in the chat. And can I just say, this is the most positive group of people like ever on the entire internet. I'm sorry, the rest of the internet, but these people right here in the chat, they're the best. Like, do you see Ben? Like, he doesn't need to moderate anyone because you're all just amazing.
That's not a challenge.
That's not a challenge, yeah. I really appreciate everyone's positivity and everyone's support. Whole Artist Management, is that my manager? Says, no, I don't have a manager. Christine, tough as nails from Instagram here. Thanks for the follow and thanks for the holo. I think you're just awesome and thank you for supporting the community in such a wonderful way. Yes, I know you on Instagram. Tough as nails polish. Thank you so much for your donation. That's incredibly generous of you. And thank you just for, allowing me to operate in this space and show some support and do some pride nails. And that's all I really want here. I don't have an agenda. I just want to paint my nails and show my support. And I just think it's amazing that it can bring a lot of people together. So that's why I'm here. I just always want to spread positivity.
Spread nail polish, not hate.
Yeah, sure. Yes. Spread holo, not hate. Yes, Ben. Just, oh my God. I can't keep up with all.
What are you doing today, Christine?
Ben wants me to begin, so I'm gonna begin. Thank you. Ben's here to moderate me. Okay, that's the real D.
It's funny, in the second stream, Christine got to like an hour into it and was like, oh, am I painting my nails?
I need to learn. The problem is that I told people to super chat and now I'm very much dedicated to reading them. And then I don't know how I'm going to paint my nails at the same time. So Ben's going to do his best to read some, but let me show you what I think I'm going to do today. So first, let's give credit where credit is due. And in my thumbnail, I used this picture, which I found on Reddit. And I thought that was really cool. Someone showing a number of different flags for Pride Month. And I just thought, like, this is a great idea. And I see so many of my followers doing Pride-related nails this month, and I think it's awesome. And lots of you guys have asked me to do Pride nails, and I thought this made sense to kind of do it on stream, do it with you, and make it a charity stream. So credit to Breathing is Still Hard on Reddit for these nails. I think they're awesome. And then we've also got Perfectly Pinky on Instagram, who I followed her for a while because she did a polish mountain in quarantine, like starting last year, and she had the nail grow so big, and I just thought her idea was hilarious. But recently, starting this month, I noticed that she was doing a different Pride flag every day of the month, starting June 1st, and I thought that was so cool. So I think this was her first one. Oh, of course, Instagram wants me to log in, but you can go to her Instagram, perfectly.pinky, and check out her work. So I just think, like, shout out to these artists and everyone really who've been doing Pride nails and showing their support. I think that's awesome. So one thing about Pride nails is that people do flags, right? People want to make flags. And I happen to know a technique to do some flags because if you recall, years ago I did American Pride flag nails. That's what I called them on my YouTube channel. Where I had the rainbow flag and then the American stars in the corner. Some Americans didn't like that, but it's all good now looking back. So there is a technique I know involving nail vinyls, but in order to do it, you have to wait for it to dry. So that's why I'm gonna start right now because we need to wait for things to dry. So let's turn on my painting cam. And we're going to get right into it. And as my nail polish dries and in between steps, I'll read more super chats. Disha Sharma says, sorry, the chat was moving too fast, says, your face reveal. Yes, because, good point. Around that time is when I first had a face reveal, is when I posted the American Pride flag nails back in 2015. That's how long ago. I've been on the internet, kids. That's how long I've been on the internet. All right, so we're gonna start off with the base coat. As always start with the base coat. So this is yet another lens I'm testing. You guys let me know if you think the quality's any better. So I'm not using a peely base here because we're gonna be using nail vinyls, and nail vinyls are at risk of peeling up the peely base when you go to peel off the nail vinyls. So you could do that. I have done that, but I only recommend doing it at your own risk.
Got a $50 super chat from Dancing Huskies saying, there are a lot of blues, purples, and reds. Will there be more greens and yellows and oranges, or more metallics? Like a pale yellow metallic, for example.
In the flag?
I think just they're talking about Holo Taco.
Holo Taco. Like what? Good question. We are working on different colors for Holo Taco, and I am aware of the gap currently. We're missing some reds, we're missing some greens. I hear you guys. We're missing some golds. Just, you know, we're working on it. Ben, moderate me.
$100 I want from Aaron. Wanted to say a quick thank you to Holo Taco for being part of my coming out story. I used your polishes to do an asexual pride manicure to share with my friends and family.
Aw, that's so cool to hear.
I don't think we've... that's a really interesting... I'd never thought of that, about using your nails as a sort of
to come
symbol
out?
of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think nails, kind of like hair dye or tattoos, are just one way of expressing yourself. So kind of makes sense, but I think that's awesome. And I'm just so happy that whether it's my content or nail polish or my cat's Instagram page, just something that I've put on the internet has made people feel better or more comfortable, or just like someone to hang out with. I don't know. I've been in quarantine too long.
Super chat from French Sappho. Merci de faire un stream de charité pour le mois de la fierté.
Ben, your French is showing.
Mois de la fierté.
La fierté? I think that means like pride. Proud. Yeah,
that is
pride.
pride.
Duh, obviously. Okay. We're testing my French too. Merci beaucoup. C'est quoi son nom?
French Sappho.
French Sappho, merci beaucoup pour votre super chat.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Non, je dois pratiquer. Oh, quoi si on faisait une stream en français?
You want to do a stream in French?
Oui. Regarde, on va voir si le chat... I don't even remember how to say agree.
We should do
It's been a while.
Quebecois accent. Donne-moi le super chat.
I'm just letting my base coat dry.
From Toaster Strudel, I hope everyone is having a great day. Don't worry about what others say as long as you're comfortable with yourself. And even if you aren't yet, that's okay too. We are all unique and go at our own paces.
What others? I don't hear any others saying anything different. Thank you for your super chat. Everyone's telling me to speak French now. We have a video that in French on my YouTube channel, eh? I just said A, like such a Canadian. There is one video where, how did it go? I instructed Ben to paint my nails, but I had to instruct him in French, and he had to interpret that.
Yeah, I only went to French school until like the second grade, so my French is pretty terrible by Canadian standards.
Are you saying you dropped out of French?
I dropped out of French school.
Mar Pizza says, hi, I streamed painting my nails with Holo Taco last week on Twitch, and I did nails inspired by fast food restaurants. LOL, love you guys in Holo Taco. Thank you. I like that your profile picture is pizza.
Do you want to get pizza tonight?
Sure. I mean, is this a trick question? I'm like waiting for this. Ben's mic is very quiet. Yeah, there's a few people saying you're quiet. Ben, you gotta speak up.
Testing. Can you see me? We can, yeah. Here.
You can see. You don't need to see him. Just hear him. Just kidding.
I'm like the dark, shadowy figure
Okay.
behind you.
You're like Dexter, my
Little
dark
ghosty.
passenger. Excuse me.
How are you doing, Christy? Are your nails drying? Is that what's going on?
My smoothing base is drying. That's what's going on.
I feel like I have to narrate something.
It's better now. French Sappho says, oui, faites un stream en français. Hashtag live poutine streaming. Also,
Live.
also, good job, both of you, for your French. J'apprécie énormément. Oh, merci beaucoup. Je sais.
Katja just donated 100 DKKs. I think those are Donkey
Donkey
Kong
Kong?
kroners.
Shut up. No.
Can you give a shout out to my best friend that is a super fan of you guys? She is part of the LGBT plus. Her name is Rebecca Anderson. I always buy her nail polish for her Christmas and birthday.
Shout out to Rebecca and her family. No, just for her. Just Rebecca. Thank you for your super chat. Okay, you read chats. I need to think for a second about my manicure. Okay, let's discuss what I'm gonna do for my manicure. How's that?
Mm-hmm.
So, the rainbow flag would have been too predictable. So we're gonna do the trans pride flag because trans rights are human rights. Am I right, chat? I am right. So I'm just pulling it up for reference. I've seen people. So here's the thing with these flags, you can do any flag you want with the technique I'm about to show you that involves nail vinyls and nail polish, obviously. You just need to have the right colors. So I happen to have these colors, so I think it's gonna work out great. But the logic with this one is instead of hand painting 5 stripes of these colors, because that could just look really messy, especially if you can't freehand, you don't have a steady hand, we're gonna use nail vinyls to help give us the really clean line edge. But I'm not gonna use 5 nail vinyls because that would be way too complicated and take way too long to dry. So I'm gonna do a hack where I paint 3 of the stripes first, so the blue, the white, and then the blue again. Then I put nail vinyls over, and then I'll do the 2 pink at the same time at the end. So it'll make more sense as I do it, but that's kind of the logic. I used the same logic when I did the Rainbow Pride nails back in 2015 when I first kind of showed this technique on YouTube. So that's what we're gonna do.
Super chat from 1/4 Canadian. My cats Bella, Skimble, and Stuart are always hypnotized by your video intros. They love to watch you too as much as I do.
The Holo's hypnotizing.
We love our cat fans.
We love the fans who are just fans of our cats and not us.
And also the fans that are just the fans of the cat fans that are only the fans of us, and the fans that are only fans of our cats.
Yes, Ben.
You look really smart with your glasses on.
Are you saying I look stupid otherwise? Guys, Ben called me stupid. I don't want to play anymore. So I'm using not Milky White, What Do You Pink, and Scientific. Perfect colors for this. And just to show you my logic and also my process, because this is what I would actually be doing on my own if I'm trying to record a video, like a nail art tutorial, when I try and think through how I'm going to do these things. So I literally take a piece of paper and just messily paint it out. So I would do the blue. And white on white you're not really going to see, but just to show you, pretend that's my nail. And then in my mind, I imagine, okay, I've added a Glossy Taco, and then I would put a nail vinyl like right here, here, and here. So we'd have 3 nail vinyls. And then I would paint the pink over the vinyls.
Why are you painting
a piece of paper? Because it helps me figure out the order. So I always do this first before I mess it up on my nails and realize I did the wrong order. So if I'm painting the pink over the nail vinyl, I mean, I'm not trying to blend it, but just like it'd be clean, and then I would end up with it in the correct order. You don't have to do this. I just always find that if I think it through on a piece of paper first, then I know I'm good. It's like doing your research, you know? Sometimes you got to do the steps first. Not the real deal, you got to practice. Was this necessary? No, but now I am confident. There's also a few ways to do it. I see a few people suggesting you could do the opposite way. Yes, you totally could. So we're gonna make this one our accent nail. How's the music? Is it dance party enough?
I really like the asexual flag color scheme, by the way.
What colors are those, Ben? Why don't you tell the chat?
You don't have it on the screen, eh?
I can open it.
It's like black,
Slowly.
gray, white, and purple. Looks pretty dope.
I'll open it in a sec. Let me just get my cleanup brush.
Like we could rank the flags by how cool they look.
I don't think that's a good idea, Ben. All the flags are cool, okay? I'm team all flags. Just so we're clear here. Do you want to read a super chat?
Mayday says, Ben, what was your favorite game from E3? I didn't watch E3. I'm sorry. I'm stuck in the past.
What's E3? It's like the gaming streaming?
Yeah.
What's the game?
An event where people announce a bunch of new video games.
Yeah, so wouldn't you know about that stuff?
I should know.
Ben's
Sorry,
a
I
terrible
don't.
streamer. Do not subscribe to Bentendo.
I'll let you know on April 1st, 2022.
Janelle Lennon, thank you for your super chat. She says, is there any timeline on Glossy Taco restock? Also, thank you for supporting small creators. Love working with Holo Taco. Janelle, yes, from I think her username there that you can see in the super chat is also the same as her Instagram. She's a Holo Taco swatcher, so you can check her out. I love her work. We've been adding more smaller creators to do swatches for us, so I think that's great. I do not have a timeline on the Glossy Taco restock, but you will be among the first to know when we have it. I'm sorry, guys. I know I do see that question in the chat, too. I don't have the answer yet, but follow Holo Taco on socials for all things related to restocks and upcoming collections. Or, just follow me sneaking things I shouldn't.
We're working to get it back. We know it's been out of stock for a while. We had an issue with... probably can't get into it too much. We had a
Ben had issues, really.
We just want to make sure it's right and everything's good before it's available again.
So that's 2 coats of not milky white. The best white nail polish to ever exist. So I'm just gonna let that dry just a little bit before I add the blue outsides of the flag, and then we're gonna put our Glossy Taco, and then I'll be able to pay more attention to the chat while I wait for it to dry.
Nugget Cause says, thank you for being such an inspiration and helping me a few years ago stop nibbling on my nails due to stress.
Do not
Pride.
nibble on the nails.
Happy Pride to my fellow non-binaries.
Thank you so much for your
Thank
super
you.
chat. Yeah, nibbling on the nails is a problem. It must be eradicated. No nibbling on the nails. Not kidding. I understand people chew on their nails out of nervousness. I get it. It's not easy to just stop. You can't just stop. I know that.
I do it and Christine gets mad at me.
And I yell at Ben to stop, and he doesn't
I
stop.
can't stop.
So, no, it's just the best advice I have for you is actually advice that other people have told me. People have told me that ever since they started painting their nails and taking care of them and maybe trying nail art or just like having cool looking nails, it makes them less inclined to want to bite their nails because their nails just look good and they have something to look forward to paint and like have them look nice. So maybe that advice helps. You know, if you paint your nails beautifully, it kind of motivates you to keep them that way. Yeah. Ben looks so scary, says Anna Karina, because he's in the back. There's no light on him. This stream room was only set up for me.
In the shadows.
Oh, it got, you're in focus now. What currency is DKK? Orange Head donated 20 DKKs. Thank you for the Donkey Kongs.
I'm guessing Danish?
Danish?
Look at that. N-O-K.
What's a knock? DKK.
Knock knock.
Who's there? DKK is a Danish krone. Thank you for your Danish krone.
People knew. They're smarter than us. Chat's smarter than us.
Yeah. Did you guys know, or did you just hear us say it and now we're seeing the chat because it's like 7-second delayed? We'll never know. Okay. I'm going to switch back to painting mode because now we're going to paint the blue. Actually, I lied. Before we do that, we're going to add some protective peel.
Lainey Ruth Benedict says, Happy Pride. How do you find a ban in the wild?
Well, I went to this website called eBan. You know, he wasn't cheap, but I think it's more like a long-term investment. Yeah, you have to be committed, though.
And you lost out on a few other items first.
I did. I lost a bid. You just gotta wait for that person. I don't know. Sometimes I think if you just spend your life like waiting for the right person or a relationship, like you almost force every relationship into it, you know, like you want it to be the right one and it just isn't, or it likely isn't. So that's generally not the best way to go about it, I think, but it's also one of those things that like no one else is going to tell you how you should operate your relationships or your life because you don't know what it's like to be in someone else's shoes or how they feel. So do what feels right for you and your life, and also look forward to a future where you're going to grow, things are going to change, your feelings are going to change. And thank you for coming to my mom talk.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
It is a school night.
You have to love yourself before someone else.
That's annoying, though. I don't like being that annoying.
There is something to like not radiating that energy of like being desperate to be in a relationship that I think makes it more likely to end up finding someone, right?
Yeah. Was I desperate, Ben?
No, I think I was desperate, and then I was like, I found you at a time where I was like just okay with myself. You know what I mean? Do you want to go down this road?
Sorry, my facial expression was because I looked at the chat revenue.
Oh, did we say we were going to match this?
Yep. No, that's not what it says. The chat revenue is almost at $3,000. Excuse me, Susan. Susan is proud. No.
Someone got Susan on the line.
This is Susan revenue worthy. I expect an email from Susan on Monday. No. YouTube does get a small cut of this, unfortunately. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, they're offering this like platform for me to even do this on, so I'm not too mad. But yeah, this is amazing. That's what you guys have generated in the chat revenue. So that's all you. That's amazing.
David Huerta Morales says, did you take inspo from the podcast room rug for the Electric Holo collection, or was that a coincidence?
Someone tweeted that to me. So our podcast room rug literally looks like the Electric Hollows collection.
Maybe it was David.
I did not look at the rug and decide these are the colors I wanted. I picked those colors based on what I knew was missing in the Linear Hollows lineup and what I wanted to showcase, like I'm literally still wearing it from last week's stream. Like electric, like 3 vibrant colors and then the black and the silver hollow. But you're right. It just so happens that by coincidence, the podcast rug matches it, but that was not intentional.
There's no such thing as a coincidence.
Yes, unless it has to do with Holo.
Sophie asks, are you drinking water or tea?
Water, everyone remember, stay hydrated. Mm-hmm. Ben, read.
Oh, you want more?
Yes.
Elena Marie says, can I use acrylic paint for this because I did Pride Nails yesterday and mixing the polish was hard. Also, be proud I passed all my classes.
Woo!
I've been so depressed and I did it. I love you.
Amazing. Sorry, I have trouble. I'm like not good at this. I'm really proud of you then for passing all your classes and doing everything that you needed to do to get done despite the challenges ahead of you or that were in front of you. Shit happens, life happens, and I just hope that when we look back at parts of our lives, we look back on them as like, I did that, you know, or I got through that, or I did that and now I'm here. And hopefully we're just moving forward, moving up in the world, in this life. So.
And is it easier to do flags or lines with acrylic paint instead of nail polish, Christine?
The real question, the most important question. Acrylic paint is bae, if I'm being honest. I love using acrylic paint back when I did a lot of nail art. I had a blog post on it a while back that it's actually much easier to manipulate acrylic paint with a paintbrush. You can thin it out with water very easily. You can layer it and it doesn't like clump up because nail polish is a lacquer, which is best applied like smoothly in like one line and kind of like set it and go. But acrylic paint, you can manipulate, you can scratch some of it off with a toothpick. Called that the toothpick trick if you put it over a glossy taco that had dried. So yeah, if you buy like 5 colors of acrylic paint, like the primary colors in black and white, and then you just mix the primary colors to make purple or green or whatever, it's actually a really good hack to get a lot of colors for cheap because acrylic paint's not expensive. You can buy it like on Amazon for not that much. Yeah, if you're trying to do like fine lines and details or draw someone's face or something, or even flags, you could do acrylic paint, but you need to be good at freehand if you're gonna paint with acrylic paint. Otherwise, if you're just looking for like a clean finish on the nail polish is recommended, but acrylic paint is a good hack for nail art. That was too long of an answer.
Milky Way T says, thank you for being a strong female role model. You inspire me every day to study hard and work towards my career goals. Also, I go to Carleton.
You go to my school?
Do you even go here?
Do you go here? I don't even go there anymore.
How long ago? When was the last time we were at Carleton, Christy?
I'm old now. 10 years.
Close
oh my God,
to
I've been
it,
out
right?
of school for like 10 years.
We should go visit. We should just hang around campus.
We should. Yes, Ben.
Is anyone allowed on campus?
Let me on campus. I'm not... I feel like who's that old lady? I just want to painting my nails on campus. It's perfect. Okay, so focus on me. Ben, why is this not focusing on me? I think it just doesn't like the paper towel, but I need the paper towel. There. Okay. I'm gonna paint the blue. Hold on, I'm thinking.
Don't think too hard.
Should I do it the other way? No.
I thought you did it on paper already.
I did do it on paper, but guys, like, I'm trying. There's a lot coming at me right now. Okay. So I'm going to paint the blue and the blue stripes, like the blue goes on the outside, right? But I don't need to paint them cleanly because later I'm going to go back in with a nail vinyl and I'm going to clean it up by adding pink after. But for now, all we just need to do is worry about getting blue at the tip. And even if I kind of do it too far down the nail, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that the line isn't clean. You'll see why later. And then the same with the bottom.
Jill Hakala says, I found some old banana recipe booklets from the 1940s. Does Ben want to try some new recipes? Desserts, salads, entrees, happy pride. Thank you, Jill. I would like to try a banana salad.
Why'd you answer that like you're a textbook or something? Yes, Jill, I would like to try.
I would like to. What is a banana salad?
I don't know. Just toss some bananas up.
Is it just a fruit salad?
Why don't you ask Donkey Kong? So as you can see, my blue lines are not straight. They're gay. Just kidding. That's a good one. But they
Amazing.
don't. The lines don't need to be straight.
That's the end of the stream.
Go. I just think, I'm hopeful that we can laugh too. That's all.
Procrastination. Happy Pride to everyone, especially my fellow lesbians. I'm recreating all your old nail art from YouTube, like Julie and Julia, and posting it on Insta as a way to de-stress from med school. Good luck in med school. Procrastination.
She's out there finding cures.
Also, that we should look that up. That's Julie and Julia. Is that a book or a movie? Like, someone recreated every recipe out of this famous old cookbook. So I think she's saying, like, she's going through all your nail art looks.
Oh my god.
And recreating them. That would be impressive.
That's a lot from, like, 2015. Not much from 2020. Look that up, Ben. Do you have their username?
Procrastination.
Is that on Instagram?
It's on SuperChat.
Oh.
Catherine Todd with a super chat. Thank you for supporting the trans community. I've had a really hard year dealing with transphobic people, and your support means a lot. Also, lots of love to the NBs in the chat. Thank you, Catherine. I hope you're doing okay now, and you have a network of support and people in your life you can turn to when you're going through hard times like that.
Find good people. If the people around you aren't good, then you need new good people.
Good people do exist, despite how many shitty people are out there.
Yeah. Don't let the shitty people in the world solidify your perception of all people, because there are good people too. I promise.
And you can find them on eBay.
No.
Ashley Dawn, from someone who works at university, thank you for being a supporter of continued education. If you could create a tea flavor, what would the flavor be?
A tea flavor?
Your own tea flavor.
Like maple something. Thank you for your super chat. Okay, pause for a second, because we're gonna add a glossy taco. We're gonna do it. Oh, can I need emojis or something in the chat, which I do not have yet. I will figure out how to set that up. But when I figure out how to have a glossy taco emoji, you will have access to it. But can I get a taco emoji in the chat for this? Ready? Taco. Roll the taco. Let me see those tacos. Yes, chat.
Yes.
I can't wait to get emojis. I'm so jealous of all the people on Twitch with all their cool ass emojis.
Well, we should, like, there are emojis on YouTube too, but it's only if you turn on memberships, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I thought Super Chat would let me have like super emojis, but
Super
as it turns out, no. So just to explain, I've done my messy stripes, but don't worry, it's not going to be a problem later. And now I'm adding a glossy taco so that I can seal the nail polish in, regardless of the messiness, because we're going to go over it later with the nail vinyl. And the reason why you want a glossy taco at this stage is because if I were to put a nail vinyl on the wet nail polish, even if I let it dry, the nail polish underneath for like an hour, it's probably still going to pick up a little bit of the nail polish. It's going to stick to it. And we don't want that. We want nice and clean and fresh. So the best way to do that when you're doing these kind of layering techniques is to add an acetic coat glossy taco because it will quick dry your manicure and the polish and give you like a nice glass seal. So when we put the nail vinyl on later, once it's dry, not immediately, or else it's gonna be sticky, then it will peel off like perfectly as if you were peeling off like on a piece of plastic. So that is the hack, but you need to have patience, which is why I told myself before I started the stream that I was gonna do this step really quickly early on so that I had time to wait. But it's already been 50 minutes and I finally applied the glossy taco. But now I'm gonna read some super chats myself. Ben,
You don't need a
can
man
go.
to
No,
read
I'm
your
just
super
kidding.
chats.
I'm just
Can I go?
No, because I gotta paint my other nails. I've literally done one nail. Where have you read, sir? Selly Cell says, "Hey Simply, has anyone told you you look like Sophie Holly Weld from the DJ duo Sophie Tucker? Love you both." Thank you, Selly.
That's a lot of words.
I don't know who that is. Should we look it up? Holly.
How can you type with wet nails?
It's really, I'm trying not to. DJ duo. Should I, here. Who do I look like? Her?
I can see it.
Kind of. I mean, she's very pretty. Thank you. Ben, is that you?
Yeah.
Should I
frost
does that
my
look like
tips?
Ben? Thank you for your super chat. What's this? It's a super sticker from Danielle GM. Says woot. Thank you. The sticker's dancing. Oh, procrastination says, yes, my Insta username is also procrastination. I'm gonna have to just practice saying that. Okay. Write that down, Ben. We're gonna look you up later. Simply Willow says, simp for Simply. Can I get a simp for Simply? Are we mad at the people who misuse the word simp? Or do we not care?
I'm not mad at it.
You're not mad? Like, there used to be nothing wrong with the word simply.
Moving
but then,
on.
simp for, no, the whole chat says simp for Simply.
Simp
What
for
did I know?
Simply. Hey, what's up, Super Simps, and welcome back to another Simply Sunday live stream. Super Simps, Super Simpians,
You know,
Holo
he's
Simpians.
only here to help me moderate your super chats. Thank you again for everyone who is super chatting. As a reminder, all the revenue that I generate from this stream, I will donate to the Canadian Centre for Gender and Sexual Diversity, which is a charity here in Canada, and I will be matching all the donation amounts that I get in the chat as revenue. YouTube does take a little bit of a cut from the end that you donate, but whatever I get as revenue, I will match it on my own, and we will donate the total amount to the Canadian Centre for Gender and Sexual Diversity. And I'm gonna post the total amount that we ended up donating on my socials after this stream once all is said and done, and I'm really excited. because I've never done this kind of thing before. I mean, we donate to charities as much as we can, but I've never done a live stream for charity. I do see people do them, and I just think it's an awesome way to engage the community, to make use of super chats like this, and just raise awareness and have everyone being really positive. I think it's awesome. So I'm happy to be doing it. Also, no one asked me to do this. I was just like, yeah, let's do this. Let's turn on super chats for this. My third stream. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I never expected this much. You may read. Go ahead.
I've got one from Taylor Samaya. Hello, CNB. So happy to see you streaming. This is a very nice thing for Pride Month. If you want any promo art for more streams vids, I'd be more than happy to work with you. Can do banners, emotes, and more.
Emotes? We need emotes.
I think we need to get a sense of if people want these things for the streams too, right?
Good question. Okay, so as a new streamstis, I know memberships are a thing. I had no intention of turning them on until I realized that was the only way you could get emotes is if you have memberships. So I kind of want to know people's perspective on that. Would you join? And there would have to be a fee because it cannot be free. I already checked.
Yeah, we asked.
Like, can it be $0 a month? And they're like, no, that's literally called subscribing to your channel, which already exists. As most of you maybe are already subscribed to this channel, Simply Not Logical or Simply Not Logical. That's free, obviously. But super chats are where you get special emotes, like emojis in the chat, and then it also gives you a little marker by your name about like how long you've been a member, I guess. So that's kind of fun. I just want like a Glossy Taco and symbols. So I want to know what you guys think if I turn that on, and if I make it as cheap as is reasonably makes sense, and as cheap as YouTube allows me to make memberships.
Yeah, I think the least you can charge right now is $1 a month, right? So if anything, we would probably do that. But I guess we want to, see what people think.
Yeah, but it's not like my plan is to make all my streams members only watching it. That's not at all what I want to do. I just think that maybe we could use memberships to give you guys extra things like special emojis or whatever. Or if I do an extra stream, maybe. But my intention isn't to turn all of my streams into you have to pay. That's not what I mean, just to be clear.
It would also maybe help manage the chat.
The chat, yeah. Because this is kind of helpful. Although there's a lot, but thank you guys for your support. But it is helpful to have super chats to help me kind of give more attention to some. I mean, this is different because it's for a good cause, but Matt Jordan has a super chat, says simp for simply. Thank you, Matt. Matt says, thanks a bundle for all your love and laughs throughout the years. Ban Brofist. Brofist from Matt to you.
Is that a PewDiePie thing?
No, I think it's all brothers can
bros.
do this. I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you for the Brofist.
Mara says, why not use Twitch? Because I live here. I don't know. This is where I live for now. I know how to use YouTube. I figured this out, so. Alright, I'm going to go ahead, while we're still letting the Glossy Taco dry, I'm going to paint my other nails. But we're going to keep it simple, which is something I never say. And I think I'm just going to paint these colors like as single colors on the nails. So let's see what would complement this. Let's do a pink here. Thank you, Jenny Chen, for your super chat. Thank you, Evil Starlight. Thank you guys so much for your support.
Shadobi Time says, simply scholarship year, ? I've been wondering.
Yes, of course. When have I not done a Simply Scholarship, except before I was on YouTube? Yes, we are planning on doing another, some version of a scholarship giveaway. This year, we're doing it a bit differently. in a more formal way. I don't think we really want to.
Yeah, let's not talk about it yet. We're still working it out.
Yeah, we're still working out the details because it is June, but we will be making an announcement before the school season. It's going to be different than what we've done before, but I'm doing something, and honestly, I've made my own personal commitment that I'm going to do something every year for education and for supporting students, and just kind of showing my support to everyone that it's something I believe in. But yes, thank you for asking. We will make announcements when that time comes.
From Samantha Hoover, love you, Simply and Ben, my non-binary partner, and I love watching your videos together, and I'm painting my nails pan pride colors for my little pan self with the new Electric Hollows collection.
Woo!
Thank you, Samantha.
I love the pan colors. I feel like they're the most like neon-ish. Let me just confirm. Pan flag. Yeah. Yeah. It's like that. Here, I'll show you. I've seen a lot of pan pride flag nails on Instagram. I think that it always looks cool.
Are those pansexual Oreos? How do we feel about...
Hey, they make them in... Is this real? Like, is this Oreo themselves? Something went wrong. I don't know what I'm clicking on. Something also went wrong. Okay, I don't know. Is this real, guys? Does Oreo make these? I feel like that there's a ton of Oreos in like crazy flavors and all sorts of things that they do that we don't get in Canada. So it's actually, but I see it in America. So maybe this is true, or maybe it's just an account making all the flags out of Oreos, which is kind of funny. But
how about that rainbow capitalism, right?
Yeah, well.
This is probably someone just taking colors of Oreos and just making a picture.
Yeah.
We've been in the grocery store and been like, oh, look, those are the pansexual Oreos on the shelf. Unless that's a thing. Someone please comment below.
I mean, if they're donating all the proceeds, then I don't mind. But if they're like not, then I'm kind of like, what are you doing? A few people are saying, yes, it's real. It's an ad.
That's real. Oh,
It's
wow.
real.
I'm just way too cynical then, right?
Rainbow capitalism, boo, says the chat.
Yeah, I think people probably know how we feel about this. Like, rainbows are a huge part of Holo Taco, holographic. We've always wanted to be careful not to, during the month of June, try to use this as a moment to sell things. That's just not something we would be comfortable doing.
Yeah, yes, I agree. Yeah, I remember our first rainbow collection, the Rainbow Hollows, got delayed. Like, it was supposed to come out in early May or something, but then COVID happened, so it got delayed closer to Pride, and that was never supposed to be the intention. That it wasn't supposed to be like a Pride collection. Obviously, it's not called Pride collection or anything. I was always gonna do a rainbow collection, but I remember that. And oops, sorry, was I drifting from the mic? But yeah, I always am trying to be completely sensitive, and I have the utmost respect for the LGBTQ2 plus community, and I never want to take advantage of that. So, and even with my business or my personal Simply brand. So I'm always all ears to what you guys think. For those of you who are members of the community, this is the best, most respectful way to do things. Because I do want to show my support too. I remember showing my support back in 2015 when I posted the American Pride nails. That was like 10 years after gay marriage was legalized in Canada, so it had already been quite normal in Canada, or at least legally allowed. But most of my followers aren't Canadian. They are American or from other parts of the world. So I was quite shocked, I remember 5 years ago, more than 5 years ago now, 6 years ago, to get like a lot of negativity on that video I posted, because there are still plenty of people in this world who don't think you should be allowed to marry the person you love, unfortunately. Yeah, so that was kind of an ugly wake-up call I remember seeing. That there's some dumb people out there still, for lack of a more kind word.
Pyrotechnic Squirrel says, thank you for supporting the LGBTQ community. I've always loved nail art, but being a trans man, people use it to invalidate me. Nail art is genderless. Yes, it is. Pyrotechnic Squirrel.
Yep. Ben loves his nail polish too, right, Ben? He picks it off though.
I do pick off my nail polish. Sorry.
I think, like, as I've said many times before, if you have nails, you can paint them, because nails are boring as hell.
You know, men painting their nails is becoming increasingly normalized.
Right?
I think we're seeing more and more examples of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that's happening, and that the stigma feels like it's being lifted. Obviously, it's not gone, but a lot has changed in the last 10 years in terms of nail polish not only being looked at as a feminine activity. Hashi says, yeah, internet is just a bubble. The world is still very homophobic. That's true. And even some people who express their shitty opinions on the internet too are part of that other world. But you're right, the internet itself is a bubble, and we're not seeing everything, even in the comment section where of some videos where you do see hate.
Yeah, I am trying to moderate at the same time as reading these, and hopefully the auto filters are catching anything. But if people are seeing anything that needs to be addressed, please point it out, and I will. But yeah, I think that's actually a really interesting point. This idea that, like, there are these spaces on the internet where it is really safe and accepting, whereas, you know, this idea in real life, yeah, a lot of people, especially depending where you are, right? Or I feel like we kind of are a little, like, sort of like sheltered or privileged in a way that, like, neither Christine nor I grew up in a place where it's like we saw a lot of overt homophobia, for example. That's just not our experience. But it's important not to just think that means people aren't experiencing that, whether it's where you live or just elsewhere in your country or
and
the
that's
world.
exactly why I think it's important that even if you haven't personally experienced it, because it either doesn't affect you or it hasn't affected, like, people in your life, is to raise awareness and to talk about it and to give or provide an accepting and respectful space when you can. So obviously I have a platform and the opportunity and the privilege and the fortunate position to be able to talk to thousands of people at once or post a video to millions. And that's all I want to do is show that everyone deserves love. And I also just ultimately, I think everyone in this Simply community is just so positive and accepting, and it's just great. So I'm just glad I can show my support.
Super chat from Sarah. We met briefly a few times through Phil DeFranco. I used to be his nanny. Just wanted to say hello and thanks for raising money for this.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. I remember.
I remember. You had the kids at the studio.
Yeah, when Christine painted Trey's nails in the podcast studio. That's awesome. Thanks for saying hi, and thank you
for your super chat. I think I remember sending didn't we send Linz DeFranco some Holo Taco? And maybe she gave Sarah some? I can't remember.
I think that may. What are we doing on your nails now, Christine? I feel like it's been a while since we talked about what's going on.
So I'm just painting the second coat of the basic nails here. So I've just done the blue and the pink just for some simplicity. We are still making the flag on this nail. I'm just letting it dry, but I do like to let it dry for a good half hour or more. So, chat away while the taco dries. And then on my thumb, I just have blue again. So I'm just painting the second coat. I'll do that one here. 2 coats for a good creme here.
$20 Australian from Louisa. I love you. My boyfriend lets me paint his nails with Holo Taco as an FU to his family. Haha, I love that for him. You know what? I love that for him too.
His family doesn't like nail polish?
I guess not.
What kind of people are those people? Who hates nail polish? Like, of all the things in the world that there is to hate. Thank you for your super chat. I'm getting fixated.
Isaiah Zachariah, thank you for your art and support of LGBT plus people. Also, I recently learned ancient warriors and kings in Mesopotamia and India painted their nails.
Kings painted their nails?
Warriors and kings.
That's because they're the best, right? So basically what I'm hearing is the best, most elite people paint their nails.
Basically, I'm hearing it's some king shit.
Stop, don't make me laugh. I'm trying to clean the cuticle. I be painting my nails. That's some king shit, right? Yeah.
Mackie1313. Oh, I just lost it. What did it say?
Find it.
It said something about would you ever consider doing collabs with other streamers? And I think they had mentioned Carl Jacobs.
Carl, are you listening? No, he's not.
He might be upset that we weren't very nice about his buddy Dream on the pod.
What do you mean very nice? We were fine.
I don't think the Dream stands were too happy with us, Christine.
I don't think we were negative. I feel like it's important to have conversations about things, and it doesn't mean that you hate someone or think they're terrible, right? Sometimes people have conversations about me and they're just thinking about whether or not I took appropriate actions for whatever, or I could have handled something better. And I think it's fair to let people discuss these things as long as they're doing it from a constructive way. And I hope, or my aim is to never say shit that isn't, constructive or thoughtful.
Fair.
You want to be fair, you want to be thoughtful, but you should be allowed to discuss current events, especially when they matter in your community. Shout out to all the Dream stands. Don't hate me.
Zeta says, much love to you and Ben. I just got a kitten named Turnup who's watching this with me.
Turnup!
Happy Pride Month and thank you for this stream.
That's the cutest name ever. Turnup!
That's an adorable name.
Kitten Turnup!
We might steal that name.
We
for
might?
a third cat.
We're getting a cat? Not clickbait!
If we get a third cat, I love that name. I just stole it from the chat. Thank you, Zeta.
She paid $5 for you to steal her cat's name?
The Zeta, the warrior princess. Do you know that show to me, was that lesbian representation on TV in the 90s?
Xena?
Wasn't the subtext of that show that Xena, warrior princess, was in a lesbian relationship with her sidekick there? Or am I completely making this up? You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm not going to show the pictures that just came up when I searched that. But
Google Xena lesbian.
Do not Google that. I don't know. I feel like I was way too young. Xena the Warrior Princess is the show that 5% of the chat will remember. I feel like I was too young to appreciate that, if that was the message, because I think I was 8 when that show aired.
I thought Xena was a pretty big deal. Xena and Hercules, although the Hercules show was bad and that guy was a weirdo. Xena was the good show.
Oh, Keely says Xena was queer baiting at its finest.
Oh.
It's not a bad point, yeah. Because how much of that those visuals were for the men watching the show? Yeah, good point.
Or were they just sort of teasing the audience with the possibility, but weren't brave enough?
They weren't actually
do
exploring the relationship component. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really remember the plot. You know what I mean? It's one of those shows.
Let's do a deep dive on Xena the Warrior Princess.
Let's not do a deep dive.
You know, like growing up, I don't think we saw a lot of hetero relationships on like the sort of TV shows and stuff we were watching. That's definitely something that's changed like drastically.
Well, there was a lot in Degrassi. If you watched Degrassi.
Degrassi would have been a good show for that.
Yeah.
Are you thinking the next generation or the old one?
Well, the old one was too old for me to watch, so the next one.
I think I saw someone in the chat say Willow too. I don't remember that show. Did you watch that?
No, I don't know.
Is that Willow from Buffy? Is that Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Willow? I don't know. Who's Willow? Isn't that Will Smith's daughter?
Willow Smith.
Different Willow. No, I don't know. I don't know this one.
Willow and Tara on Buffy were first lesbian couple on TV, I think is what people are saying.
Were they? Huh. Yeah. I didn't watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't know.
Show was great.
I know I am the generation and the definition of who should have been watching that show at that time. But I just never did. Sorry. I mean, I love Sarah Michelle Gellar, but I never watched the show. I was too busy painting my nails in the corner. Nat says, my cat's name is Noodle. Happy Pride, guys. Aw. What up, Noodle? Thank you for the super chat.
Happy Pride, Nat and Noodle. Sailor Moon had some representation, but then made them cousins. Yeah. Didn't we talk about this once? So apparently in the original show, two of the sailors, two of the Sailor Moons, two of the women were in a relationship, but I think when they brought it to America, they sort of rewrote it and overdubbed it.
Oh.
So they weren't a couple anymore.
So where was it? Where were they a couple? If they redubbed it for America. America couldn't handle it?
Sailor Moon's an anime. I don't know what country.
Ben doesn't know. It's okay. We don't want to misspeak where it's from.
You were really into Sailor Moon.
Yeah, but like not really. I love the aesthetic of it, and I had their coloring books, but I couldn't tell you like where it originated. Like I was a child, Ben.
Like I'm guessing Japan, but I might just be making that up. I think people are saying anime Japan.
Oh yeah, Keely says Uranus and Neptune were in a relationship in the original Japanese anime. Okay, interesting.
But they dub it in English for Americans.
Because they just can't handle it.
They should reboot that. Reboot.
All right, I'm going to...
Are you still painting your nails?
I am still painting my nails. I forgot I was painting my nails, guys. I'm still gonna keep letting this one dry a little bit more, but I thought maybe let's have a little bit of fun on my other nails and add a unicorn skin or a Holo Taco just to... Oh no, we should add a Holo Taco because it's like the rainbows. Yeah, it's adding rainbows to the trans flag. Does the chat agree?
Well, you make everything more complicated than it needs to be.
Just a little bit of a Holo Taco, so we have some rainbows. How about that? Does the chat agree? Should I add a Holo Taco? Which Holo Taco, though, is the question. So we've got linear, scattered, or flaky Holo Taco. They are all silver, but they are rainbows, depending on the light. And they give a different finish. I feel like I don't need to explain this because most of the chat knows the different types of Holo Tacos, but just in case you are new here, these are our toppers that you can put on any base color, boring creme or not, and it will transform your manicure by adding a holographic rainbow sparkle. And they come in 3 different finishes, which look kind of the same in the bottle, but trust me, there is a difference. We got the linear for that sophisticated rainbow. We got the scattered for a little bit of like fairy sparkle. And then we've got flaky for kind of the chunkier, dazzling look. So, I'm seeing a lot of flaky, scattered. What does the content analysis of the chat say?
We're not doing a poll, are we?
We're not doing a poll. Yeah, Ben he didn't like all my polls last time.
No, polls
he
are
said,
fun.
Chill
I
it
just
on
don't
the
think
poll.
you can do like...
I know.
that many.
He doesn't want me to do 3 polls. I don't know.
You could
what's
do
wrong with
what?
him.
Do a poll. We can do a poll.
Maximum polls. No, for now we're doing we're doing a discourse analysis. Learned about that in university. Thank you. Shout out to my professors. I'm now applying my research skills. I'm seeing flaky. I'm definitely seeing mostly flaky. Okay, so we're gonna do a flaky.
Joanna Gage, thank you for the super chat. Just a Canadian simping for Simply. We all simp for Simply in here.
Sup, Canada 8. Flaky on all but the flag. Yes, I'm not gonna cover up the flag. We're not done the flag. I'm just doing the other fingers because they're kind of plain. You know, they're a little boring. So we're gonna give them some rainbows.
Super chat from Aaron. Just wanted to say a quick thank you to Holo Taco for being part of my coming out story. I use your polishes to do an asexual pride manicure to share with my friends and family. That is very cool.
That's cool. So do people do that? Do they like paint their nails like the flag and say they're coming out? I feel like that's such a cute way to do it. It's like gender reveal, but better, you know?
Like a gender reveal without like blowing up a forest or setting something on fire.
Yeah, gender reveal, but like not by Karen in her backyard, you know? Like much better.
We've seen a few of these now though, and I think that's a really cool idea.
Yeah, I think it's fun. And like painting your nails, just like your hair or tattoos, it's just another way of self-expression. So I think it's awesome.
Also, I think the asexual flag is still my favorite one, I think. Shout out to I feel like how often do people like acknowledge and talk about like asexual as part of this conversation?
Yeah, it's not really in the mainstream acronym, right? LGBTQ plus. Yeah, that doesn't have the A.
Well, the plus implies everything, and I guess
yeah,
at a certain point, it's not like
I
you're gonna
understand
list
that.
30 letters, I guess. But yeah, there's definitely some communities that are less acknowledged in the sort of discourse around pride than others.
For sure. And I also understand that for practical reasons, it is kind of difficult for everyone to always put all of the letters. So as long as we are respectful of everyone in spirit, then I think, you know, hopefully good intentions can be assumed. The 2, by the way, when I say it, LGBTQ2 plus is for two-spirited, which is probably more common in Canada than in the States. Sometimes Indigenous populations here in Canada will use the 2 to represent two-spirited, just in case you were wondering. I did get that question on my Twitter. Now we're adding a Holo Taco. I feel like I can't say those words normally anymore. Look at that rainbow sparkle.
Lauren Yingst says, shout out to Zyler. My cat named Duck has a huge crush on him and always watches him when he appears in your videos. Happy Pride.
Duck, do you have a crushing on my cat?
Where is Zyler?
Where is Zyler?
There haven't been enough cats on this stream.
Oh, apparently two-spirited is something in the States as well, but some people feel like it just hasn't been as recognized. There you go. So it's important to recognize all of the sexualities and all of the preferences. Yeah. And I encourage you to look that up if you want to know what two-spirited means. There's tons of resources online that will do a much better job or are in a better position to explain it than I would, but it is more common among Indigenous populations, at least here in Canada. We need a cat stream from Melon Nail Art. I don't know what that would look like. You want Menchie just to sit here and do what?
Yeah, you don't need to be here.
Okay, you know what? Next week, I'm going to take the week off. Menchie's going to host, and Zyler's going to sit back there with where Ben is.
Just put like a pile of treats on the table and just watch them.
So right now it says chat revenue is $4,800. I'm like 4.8. I can't read. That's crazy.
4.8 Donkey Kong kroners.
Ban. No, I think actually good question. I don't know which currency it's telling me this in. I'll have to figure that out later. But yeah, it says about 8,000 people are watching and almost $5,000 in revenue raised already. Oh my God, guys.
It's very
this is
cool.
amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Felicitas Kraus says, hi from Germany. I'm non-binary and I'm 19. I'm so happy because right now I'm going on vacation to Italy with my girlfriend soon. Hope you're having a nice day. I hope you have a wonderful vacation. That's awesome.
Man, I wish I could go to Italy with my girlfriend on vacation. Christine, you want to go to Firenze?
We're still not allowed to go
Venice.
anywhere.
We'll get in one of those gondolas. I'll get one of those big sticks and push us around. It smells great.
We're still not going anywhere. We're not allowed to go anywhere. Sergil Halil says the longer way is LGBTQIAP+. People often forget about the P, pansexual, polyamorous. By the way, I love you. You're the reason why I started my nail page on Instagram. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your super chat. Otagamas says, I use your nail polish to make my weak and brittle nails look much nicer for work. It's a coin show that sometimes show my hands and fingers flipping coins. That's cool. What line of work is that? Flipping coins, showing your hands, like a hand model for coins. That's awesome.
You a magician?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, maybe. That's awesome. I feel like we've definitely missed some super chats. Some people are saying, can you read my super chat? You know, I'm trying to figure out this system where it tells me. Julia Dora says, my cat's name is Cookie. She's half ragdoll and half tabby. She has her own Instagram, Cookie the Kitty. She loves meowing and she joins us for walks with our dog. Thank you for your super chat, Julia. I'm gonna let Menchie and Zyler know. Sometimes I walk Zyler like a dog.
We've tried taking Zyler on walks with a leash, but he'll walk like 10 meters and then he's just like, I'm good here. And he'll just stop. So it's not really a walk. It's just like standing outside with Zyler.
All right.
Is it time to do some nail art?
Is it time to do some nail art?
So why have we waited so long, Christine?
Why have we? Good question. Because I'm just easily distracted, to be honest. There's just so much going on, guys. I can't concentrate.
You wanted your nails to be very
so,
dry?
So this nail right here. Hold on. We've got a big super chat from Hardcore Lore. Even though I can't wear polish at work cutting cheese anymore, you know I've got that smoothing base glossy combo. Thanks, y'all. Happy Pride. So you're like sneaking nail polish on that isn't a color. I like it. Smart. Thank you so much for your support. Okay. See? I'm getting distracted, but I really want to thank everyone for all their support. So what I'm going to do here is, now that this is dry, hopefully, let's do a little test. Feels dry. But also, even if something feels dry, you want to like do a little dent test and like tap your nail into it. I think we're good. We're in the clear. Because the last thing you want is to peel up all your hard work. So I just have these straight nail vinyls.
Do you have any gay nail vinyls?
I already made that joke once. You can't make
It was
the
a
same
while ago.
joke twice. Oh, I think I ran out of my playlist. I need a better playlist system here. I just keep playing the same music over and over. Sorry, guys. I'm seeing a lot of super chats. Can you read them, Ben?
Tara Cow says, sending love from Czech Republic to you and all my fellow bi NBs. 2 years ago, your videos helped me recover from a serious seizure that left me bedridden and nonverbal for 3 months. And go back to running my own business. Hope to see you guys in Europe someday.
Aw, I
hope you're doing better. And it would be awesome to go to Europe one day and meet some people who have watched Christine over the years in person. Maybe a tea party in London.
What would we do in Europe? Like what event or...
What event?
Like,
Could you
is there
repeat
an
the
event or something?
They used to do
Like a VidCon?
I mean, they do VidCons there, and we actually talked to them once about doing that.
Was that VidCon UK? I can't remember.
I think it was like an hour outside of London or something like that. I can't remember where it actually was.
I've never been, fun fact, I've never been outside North America. Help me, I'm trapped here. I haven't seen the world.
All right, a super chat from Allison wanting to clarify. I know we've moved on, but Xena wasn't queer baiting. The actresses fought hard and the TV execs would only allow subtext on the show. So maybe that's our conclusion, if we're believing this.
Okay. Go to Iceland. It is amazing. Yes, wave of pandemonium. I've heard that. My grandma's been to Iceland.
Maybe your grandma will go on vacation with me.
Shut up.
Hi, Chris and Ben from Morin J. I love Holo Taco, and it's the reason I've stopped picking off my nails from anxiety. It's the one thing I'll splurge on myself. I have all the boxes. You're such an inspiration. Also, black hollow glitter polish? Question mark?
Working on it? Question mark?
No question mark? Or question mark?
Exclamation mark. That doesn't mean it's coming next, though. I feel like when I say I'm working on it, you guys think it's coming up next. Like, no. So I'm just flattening the nail vinyls here, make them nice and tight, because what I'm doing, is I'm gonna put the pink here and here, and then I'm gonna peel off the nail vinyl so you can see I'm actually gonna cover the sections that were messy with the pink. And that's kind of the hack. So you can do this with any kind of flag nail art you want. I'm doing it with 5 stripes, but you could use the same technique for 7. You would just need to do an extra line. The tricky part I find with this is making sure the spacing is right. So I'm at risk of just seeing how it turns out. But I try my hardest to question, like, is this equal to this space? I already realized that the blue ends, especially the bottom, is going to end up a little bit thicker, but let's just pretend I did that on purpose.
Super chat from LC. Thanks for all your content. Your nail polish inspo has helped me to deal with my anxiety by giving me a creative outlet. Can you spill some tea and say if you have neon cremes coming and when the cleanup brushes might be available?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Neon cremes are not this year, if that helps.
Yeah, without getting into too much, creme polish, I feel like Holo Taco has really gotten to a good place when it comes to some of the holographic and special formulas. And working on the cremes, especially when it comes to more vibrant and brighter and neon pigments, takes a lot of work to get right and get to the place where it needs to be. So definitely something we're thinking about, but probably not anytime soon.
All right. You keep answering while I concentrate really hard right here.
Okay. Cheyenne says, saying hi to in Canadian, hello fellow polar bear, eh?
There's no polar bears here right now, or where I am. It's hot as hell.
Yeah, it's really warm in Ottawa right now. iCarly says my cat's name is Ruthie after Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and she is currently watching the stream with me, sending support from Texas. Thank you, iCarly from Texas. Although I kind of think Ruth Bader Ginsburg should have retired at a strategic time. So,
Okay, Ben.
Yeah, we don't have to get into it.
So I kind of fucked up here.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. We're saving it.
Are we still simping for Simply?
Yeah, it's just it could have been a little cleaner. I don't know what I did. I didn't get all the way to this side. Oh my god. I am a fraud. Fire me. Don't worry. We're gonna do some little fixes here.
Crow and Yami, ever think about selling the wider brush heads separately so those who enjoy them can switch the other shades that don't have it?
Good question. That is something that I'm looking into. I really don't want to introduce confusion, if that makes sense. But we did hear everyone's feedback about wanting the wider brushes in the cremes for sure. So we've already made or started making that switch. So these wider brushes, I'll show you. So all the new cremes that have come out since the Unicorn Dream collection with the pink and the blue are the wider brushes. So yeah, we look forward to everyone's feedback, and we are implementing things as we can. But
it does help that people share.
Yes.
That they do like that and prefer that, and moving forward, that will help us make decisions, and even about potentially making it available if enough people.
Yeah, if enough people want that, and it's something we can figure out operationally, like how to offer the brushes, because right now, like we put the brushes in the caps into nail polish, right? Like we don't sell them separately because it's just not how our process works. But if enough people want that and we can make it work, then it is something we're definitely looking into. But yeah, appreciate you guys' feedback. You can always tweet at me and Holo Taco your suggestions.
From Anthony Michael, hello Christine, thank you for being such a positive role model for your young viewers and always being so generous and kind, not to mention supporting our community. If you had to choose between oats and tea, what would you pick?
Excuse me.
Why does she have to pick between oats
Why
and tea?
do I have to pick? Between oats and tea? I mean, like, that's not fair because I have oats for breakfast and I have tea as a aperitif. Is that before or after? I don't know. As a post breakfast, I'll have my tea and then I'll have tea later. So like, it's a different time of day. So I'm allowed everything.
I think the answer is you can survive on oats. I don't think you could survive on tea.
Oh, well, you're just being way too practical.
Also, Christine makes me oats every morning. I love you. Thank you for making my breakfast.
He doesn't understand.
I couldn't live a life without oats at this point.
Okay. That's a hard question. Yes, Barbara Smith. See, like, it's impossible. You can't ask me this.
Miles Durkee says, about to go on a first date with someone streaming your channel while she gets ready. Wish us luck.
Does the date include watching me? Shout out to your date.
Is that the date?
Hope it's going well.
But hey, I'm gonna come over and watch the Simply stream and put my arm around your shoulder.
Comment in the chat if you're on a date right now.
Good luck on your date. Might get some first date action.
Shout out to everyone on a date right now. Don't forget to like this video if you're enjoying your date.
Super chat from Introverted Unicorn. Ben, if you could make a collection, what would it look like?
Yeah, good question.
Christine, what would a band collection look like? Hummus beige. Sandy vacation beach.
Sounds like same color.
Sand.
Same color as hummus, Ben.
How many other beige polishes could we come up with? Baba Ganoush.
Shut up. What do you want, Ben?
A vacation collection. Holo Taco brand trip. Woo!
Okay. Guys, no more questions for Ben.
All right, Christine, what happened to your nails?
Okay, hold on. Let me show you.
Are you out of practice with nail vinyls?
I feel like I could have done better, if I'm being honest, with the pink stripe at the top. It got a little like mushed. But like, I don't know. I feel like it's my fault for...
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Here I am beating myself up. I'm gonna cry. No. It's fine, okay? And when you make mistakes and something isn't perfect, it's okay. And, you know, people are watching. People are watching live as you don't do things perfectly.
And I think, what are you talking
I think
about?
it's just a lesson that, you know, we're not all perfect. It's fine.
What are you talking about? That looks great.
Do you see the top pink? It's like a little mushy.
Mushy? Like not
Guys,
straight?
am I crazy?
Tell people she did
Everyone
a good
says
job.
it looks amazing. Thank you, guys. Okay, we're gonna add a glossy taco on all nails but the flag because if you add a glossy taco while I've still got this like thicker paint on, I'm gonna smoosh it, and I don't want to smooshy it.
Is that the technical term?
That's the technical term, no smooshy.
Super chat from Kachi. Holo, and rest in peace to Ben's creepy "Hey girl, can I paint your nails" billboard. Is it down? Last I heard, at least one of those billboards was still up as recently as a few days ago, by the way.
Yeah, Ben's billboard, I think one of them is still up.
Why? Why is it still there? Did you renew the billboard, Christine?
No, because I think, although I don't know for sure, I think because no one else paid for a billboard after the month we paid for Ben's billboard. So they just leave it up because it costs money to pay someone to remove like the physical billboard. So it's easier for them to just leave it up until they have the next like sponsor for the billboard. And I guess they just don't have one yet. So shout out to the company for letting Ben stay up for longer.
Ms. Molly, super chat. Hi, Christine. Hope you're having a good evening. I was wondering if you've thought about dark, vampy cremes for Holo Taco, like a dark red or a dark blue.
Ooh, okay, so if I'm gonna wear a creme,
How much tea are you about to spill?
You just made me rethink my next statement. No. If I was gonna wear a creme, I like my dark cremes because I can put a unicorn skin or a Holo Taco on them, and the color still comes through, but it's just more kind of my vibe, because my vibe is very like dark and hollow if I had to choose. So what was the question? Because the answer is yes.
Any dark cremes coming?
The answer is yes.
Okay. Dark-eyed fish 14. Hello there. I need advice. I use a base coat, but my nail polish peels off my nails after a few days. Any tips?
Great question. So I have a video on the Holo Taco channel called something to the effect of how to make your manicure last. There are two different videos. One is for if you have peely base on, like tips to make it not peel off immediately. And then there's one for a regular base coat. It doesn't have to be a Holo Taco base coat, but they're tips for like any base coat. And I think you'd be surprised that my advice is not always in like the product you're using. I actually think the application technique and how you prepare your nail is more important to keeping your nail polish on longer. So I'll let you go watch that video on the Holo Taco channel. It's called How to Keep Your Nail Polish On Longer. But like generally speaking, really briefly, prepping the nail, getting rid of any oils, making sure that the nail is porous enough for the base coat to stick into, and then things like wrapping the nail polish and the Glossy Taco over the tip to seal it on. Kind of like you're like putting saran wrap over the bowl, you gotta like keep it on. So if you've noticed when I'm painting my nails, I'm always going like smoothing it out and then kind of wrapping under. That's what I'm doing. I'm wrapping the tip, and I do that with the base coat and with the polish, and especially with the final top coat, the Glossy Taco. Tips in a nutshell.
As someone who doesn't paint their nails much, but has tried, I've noticed when I use a base coat, sometimes when the nail polish does like chip, it does sort of peel off in a more like entire piece, as if the whole thing's peeling off. Whereas if I paint without a base coat, it kind of chips off more in like little bits and pieces. I think base coats are tough, right? Because it's like a base coat that works for some people really well isn't necessarily going to work for everyone, and it's really hard to test that.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Nail chemistry or body chemistry will be different for everyone. Some base coats work really well on people and it like anchors it, and for other people, just raw dog it, as Hassan Abi put it. Like, you can experiment, honestly. Like, try a base coat and then try not using a base coat, or try a different base coat. You don't need a base coat in order to put nail polish on your nails. It's just generally recommended to anchor the polish, but not every anchoring substance works for everyone. Some find different brands work better, but then I also ultimately think it's the application process that really matters. So when Ben paints his own nails, I'm sorry, but I have to call you out. I highly doubt you are dehydrating the nail plate properly. Do you even know what that means?
Exposed.
He has no idea what I'm talking about, which is evidence that he doesn't do it.
I thought I'm supposed to stay hydrated.
But not your nail plate. So dehydrate the nail plate means you can either use like a nail dehydrator, that's literally a thing that nail techs use, or you can just take 100% acetone on a Q-tip, dip it, and then wipe your nail plate really well so you get all the natural oils off of your nail. Because if you leave oils on your nail, then the base coat isn't going to stick to your nail as well, and it's going to pop off. It's going to go pop. And then there's also the added caveat that nail polish lasts on people's... Sorry, let me say this again. People who paint their nails a lot, those people will have their nail polish last longer, because the more you paint your nails, the rawer your nails get, and the more nail polish tends to stick to them because your nails get porous over time. So my nail polish will stay on forever, even with the peely base coat, because my nails are so raw because I paint them so often. So often for new nail painters, they may experience like early poppage or it not staying on as long because their nails are like fresh and new. But just wait, you know, just keep going, just keep painting those nails and they'll get raw, and the nail polish will stick better over time. That's what I've found.
You use nail oil then to make your nails less raw, or to hydrate them?
Nail oil keeps the nail flexible, so that if I'm not going to do it now because my nails are wet, but if I were to accidentally run my nail into my keyboard, if my nails are flexible thanks to nail oil, it'll bend instead of snap and break, which is what we want to avoid. So that's what nail oil does. Nail oil also, like, you know, softens your cuticle and just makes your fingers look nice, but most importantly, it makes your nails flexible, makes them less brittle. But before you paint your nails, you should strip your nail of nail oil, and then after you paint your nails, when your nails are dry, you can go back in around the sides with nail oil just to oil up, and then the oil will kind of seep in through the nail. Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm gonna go back to this screen.
Are your nails done?
They are all but the flag. I have to put a Glossy Taco on, but I just wanted to let it dry just a little bit before I put a Glossy Taco on, or else it'll drag the pink up. So we're almost there.
Nice. What's for dinner, Christine? Hummus?
What's for dinner? Yeah, what are you making me?
What time is it?
Band and snap. Yes, I see the jokes in the comments. I totally missed that one. I apologize. The old bend, but no snap. That's right, Jacob Jones. You got a bend, but no snap.
I've seen a few comments, like from Julia Bruno, about a Halloween collection.
I feel like Ben knows what's going on with Holo Taco. There is not a Halloween collection per se. We're doing something a little different this year. We have a fall themed collection. But I feel like in this chat, you guys have already predicted it. I'll say that.
Also, Christine has a birthday in October. So
Yeah, good point. Yes, thank you.
Are
I have a
we
birthday in
celebrating-
October.
Are we celebrating Halloween or Christine's birthday?
Yeah, good point. So I have my birthday. It falls around the same time every year, October 17th.
It's around the same time.
And we've been doing a Holo Taco Simply's birthday polish every year. So I'm going to have one again this year. We're working on it now. I've been testing prototypes. But it's, you know, it's not I can't have a Halloween collection and my birthday come out at the same time. It's a little confusing. It's a little much. So the way I look at it is Halloween is like all times of the year, just like the holidays. It's just like Holo nail polish.
Yeah. You could always just buy one coat black and Zyler the cat.
Yeah. We have lots of good Halloween nail
Do
polish
a Halloween
options.
bundle, maybe.
Here you go. We have some orange drink. We have Zyler the cat. One coat black. And now we have electrostatic. Oh, that would be so nice. Zyler the cat with electrostatic. There you go. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Got any purples and greens? You could make witchy vibes.
We could do, Mistshift would be so nice. Mistshift is the multi-chrome that's like purple to green. That could be nice. And then we have like purple slushy, which is a nice purple for Halloween.
Look, we're creating a Halloween
I'm
bundle
making
right
you
now.
a Halloween collection. Here's your Halloween collection. I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad idea to make a bundle or something with these polishes, but I also feel like a lot of people have already gotten these collections at some point. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I appreciate all your suggestions. And it definitely makes me think for, okay, well, what about next year? Because although I can't change much for the rest of this year because collections need to be planned at least 6 months in advance, you know, I listen to your suggestions and maybe they won't be taken into account for another year, but but it is helpful.
We pay attention to suggestions now, even if it's like it takes 12 months to...
Even if they are not realized for a year. Okay, I'm gonna paint the last coat of Glossy Taco. Can I get a taco in the chat? Can I get a taco emoji? Because I don't have my own taco emotes. Why isn't it playing? Play it. There it goes again.
You broke it.
Yeah! Thank you, chat. Thank you for the taco. We're adding the final coat of Glossy Taco on the trans pride flag now. We waited this long, not because I was distracted at all, but because I wanted to make sure the pink was dry enough that it wouldn't run, and to make extra sure that I'm just floating the brush. See, I'm just floating it. I'm really not applying much pressure at all.
I have a super chat from Molly Simon. Hello, Christine and Ben. I'm looking to honeymoon in Banff when it's safe. What is something you highly recommend we do while there?
Go to the tea house. There is a house apparently that has tea.
Well, we didn't go. How
Which
can we
I know, but
recommend it?
I'm recommending an experience I never had the opportunity to enjoy.
If you go during the warmer months, you can hike around Lake Louise to a tea house, which I hear is very rewarding if you're into hiking.
Or tea. I'm going.
If you're
Okay.
there during the colder months, there's a really cool hike to do at I want to say the Johnston Canyon Falls. Does that sound right?
Yes.
We have to rent like spikes to put on our boots to do it. And if you're looking to treat yourself, the spa at the Fairmont Banff Springs was really nice. But I think we enjoyed our time in Lake Louise more than Banff itself, to be honest, just because Lake Louise is so cool.
All right.
Are those the nails, Christine?
Sorry. So, what do you think? What do you think, everyone?
What do you think?
I think it turned out so cool. And yes, I know I only did the flag on the one nail, but, you know, it was hard enough for me to concentrate on that in the chat at the same time. But I really like how this turned out with the color scheme. So I do have blue on my thumb, and we've got some flaky Holo Taco on all the nails but the flag. And just to give you the full Holo experience. There. So you whip out your phone flash, and you'll see the sparkles a little bit more. There you go. So let's just say that the rainbows in the flaky Holo Taco represent the traditional pride flag, which has the full rainbow. So this is one way of including everyone. Everyone is included in this stream, and everyone should be included and respected regardless of who they are or who they love. And that's on facts. Yeah, there's the final look, and that strategy I showed you with the flag, with the vinyls, you can use that for any flag or any stripe design really, but yeah, you could do it on short nails too. You just need little nail vinyls. You can get those on Amazon, or there's a few indie shops that sell them.
All right, Christine, do we have a final count? How much money was raised? And then we're gonna double the number, right?
All right, can I get a drum roll? No, I don't.
No, you can't.
I'm in charge.
We don't have a sound person.
I'm the sound person. That's why the sound is so bad. The chat revenue says $5,800.
Woo!
Clapping
Okay, please don't do that.
Sorry, clapping like Nicole Kidman. Yeah, they got the drums in the chat. Thank you. See, drum roll. Oh no, now it says 5.9.
Okay, we gotta stop the stream.
No. So yeah, wow, this is amazing. Oh, we got another $10 from Nicole Graham. Thank you, Nicole. Why am I an auctioneer? I don't know what's happening. Thank you, Letty Gomez, for $4.99. Do I get another $4.99? Do I hear $10?
No.
Just kidding.
This is awesome. Thank you,
I appreciate everyone's donations. Please donate if you can afford to, and if it makes sense for your financial situation. Obviously, I really want.
You mean only if you can afford.
Yes, if you can afford to for your financial situation. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that what I said? What did I say?
Please donate.
I said please only donate if you can afford to, given your financial situation. I don't want anyone to feel pressure to donate if it's not right for their situation. Totally understand. You know, you got to take care of you, and that's what's important here. But if you are able to and you want to show your support, I really appreciate it, because we're all going to group it all together collectively and make a donation to the Canadian Centre for Gender and Sexual Diversity, which is a charity here in Canada.
We probably should have talked to them before this.
Yeah, I actually didn't speak to them in advance. I mean,
it'll be a nice surprise.
We don't always do that. Sometimes in advance I'll reach out if I know, that it's going to be a big thing. Then I'll kind of let them know. But then other times I just show up with a check, or email them with a credit card number. But I just, this isn't like, they don't know that I'm doing this, I guess is my point. So, Carrots 2004 says, Carlton U alumni and current employee. Love you, Christine and Ben. Shout out for all your good work at the university. Yes, Ben and I went to university together at Carleton in Ottawa. Okay, we've reached $6,100. So what happened in the last 2 minutes? Okay. Everyone's opening their wallets at the end of the stream. Is that how this works? I don't know.
Well, you literally talked. Okay, it's fine.
It's fine.
Thank you, everyone.
It's fine, but thank you. Okay. Well, yeah, we're going to end the stream. Let me get you guys a last cam view of my nails here. I'm happy with how they turned out. I'm going to take some pictures and post them on socials. But yeah, if you've... I didn't even mention the hashtag. If you've been painting your nails with me this stream, make sure to use hashtag paintwithsimply on socials, and I'm gonna reshare some of your work on Instagram and Twitter is where I've been doing it. So yeah, I think it's really awesome. Yeah, there's my nails. And everyone, can I get a round of applause for Ben for being moderator and chat reader? He read the chat.
Sorry if we missed your super chat. We really tried to do a lot of them, but there was more than expected. So thank you so much for your
more than
generosity.
expected.
It means a lot to us and to the people that it will help.
Thank you guys so much. I'm just so proud of everyone in this chat, just being so supportive and awesome. And even if you aren't able to donate, thank you for watching. Thank you for maybe painting your nails with me. Thank you for liking this video. And thank you for just commenting something positive. So any way that you can contribute to the better of humanity, you know, even if it's a comment, that's great. I don't want to go. You're right. Okay. I don't want to leave.
How do you end the stream?
How do I leave? Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me once more. I will see you here on this channel next week. Should we do the same time? Should we do this earlier time? I feel like more people joined. More people joined than last week. It could be because it was a charity stream. I don't know. But okay, so let's say next week, same place. Same place, same time. All right. I'll let you guys know on socials. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Have a great week. And I'll see you next week.
See y'all later. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.